Right, back again with Spyro, I guess, because it's been a long time since I've done this. I'm actually playing this with a controller now, so I need to get used to the control. I need to get used to controller controls. Because I'm borrowing a controller from my younger brother, so. I'm borrowing his Xbox One. I'm borrowing his Xbox One S controller, so yeah, streaming using that. I do find that it's a bit weird for me because I did play this game originally on like Xbox, but like since I don't actually have a a console controller that would work because of how they've changed USB from USB type C to B to, well, from B to C or whatever they friggin' call it these days. It's like a lot of it is just like bruh for me. So as I said, I need to get used to these controls. I'm only borrowing the controller so I can like record like for an hour or so, like give or take about an hour or 2 hours, something like that. If once he wants it back, pretty much I'll probably just end the part that I'm doing and then just do that. But as I said, for the time being, Xbox controller. Ow! I forget you can't charge these twats. Die. I really could care less about the whole monetization thing. I'm just going to be myself, say what I want, and basically just go with that. I think being myself is the best thing to be. I think the direction I want my channel to go is mainly just like platformers, Yu-Gi-Oh! For a bit until I finish the what do you call it? That collection. For Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I like classic Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not a big fan of... Most of you will know I'm not a big fan of... Oh, frick. Not a big fan of... What do you call it? Power crap modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't like the modern game because it's power crap. Oh, got hiccups. This part, as I said, might take me 2 parts because it depends on one of the levels, because one of the levels for me is always been a pain for me. And I say it like that because has always been a pain. That level has always been a literal pain for me. If you know, like you've watched me stream before, it's Treetops. I don't like Treetops. Treetops is one of those levels where it's like, bruh, pretty much. Right, so Sparks is the D-pad. Right, okay. No, I need to fly over there and get the key and everything. Get the key, fly there. Ouch. But yeah, no. Doing a lot of these platforming games is definitely something I would like to look at doing in the future, because pretty much I've got the rest of the Reignited trilogy to do as like smaller parts, which I think doing like 30-minute video, like as I said, between 30 minutes or so is a lot more it's a lot more it's better for like me. Mind me a second. Someone is bothering me on Steam. Alright, sorry about that. But the reason I'm using the controller is so I'm not having the whole focus of the thing coming out.
But I gotta go.
I gotta go because I got nothing useful to say. But yeah, YouTube has been pretty good. It's been pretty good. I will say that with the whole with YouTube, I've got quite a few views recently. I'm over 20 and a half, basically 20.5k views. So overall for my channel, which is fairly good for me.
Gnasty Nork is turning our swamp into an electrified jump heap. And it used to be so beautiful.
I'm sure it was.
But yeah, it's going well. I would say the YouTube side is going as well as it can do. I did stream a game last night. I did stream on Twitch. Tellery's I did stream Tellery's game on Twitch, Heralds of the Everentes. Just to catch up a bit with that. I was reading out the text. With that. So if I'm playing a game that just has text but doesn't actually read it out, then I'll read it. I think from now on, I think that might be a good way of like trying to like immerse myself into the game and that. So maybe when I stream, maybe like if I ever stream Classic WoW, because that is something eventually on my list to do. There's like a big list that of things I want to do currently, like for streaming or videos, and I haven't actually like quantified this list fully of like my priorities for streaming YouTube and whatnot. As I said, I haven't quantified this list. How? So what I need to do is at some point I actually do need to go through this list, quantify it, and then go through what I want to do and say, right, this is a higher priority, and that's a lower priority, and lower priority will be done when the higher priority is done. And I think at the moment most of it is yeah, I just got a okay from my friend because they didn't realize I was recording a video. That's the thing when you're not like somebody who like has a set recording session. You kind of don't like, you have people who want to chat with you and stuff, and that's perfectly fine, but they don't realize that I may be busy too. I mean, if I'm in the Reignited Trilogy, it should... Oh, jeez, I dodged that like a pro, man. I dodged that like a pro. But it's like, if I'm doing Reignited Trilogy, for a lot of people, it should be known from now it is because I'm recording. I'm recording myself playing it.
The Norks in these parts have discovered the power of electricity, and it really stings.
No shit, it stings. It's electricity. Electricity hurts, dude. Oh shit. I fail. Good thing I got that dragon then. As I said, I never said I was actually any good at video games. I just said I could play them. Ouch. I think you actually get an achievement if you do this without actually getting zapped at all. But I really can't be bothered to go for achievements while playing this on stream. Not stream, a video when I'm recording.
Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
But yeah, as I said, there's a list of games I'd like to play, and a list of things that I would like to. Oh, I completely missed that guy. I just whiffed that. That was just a massive whiff. But yeah, there's a list of things that I want to do that I need to at some point write out and say, right, currently my priorities are doing these games, then moving on to other games. And that's kind of how it needs to. That's kind of how it needs to be. Is where I have priority list of streaming and priority list of stuff to make videos for. And at the moment, the videos currently are is finish this. It is finish this. I need to finish streaming Final Fantasy X at some point. I need to finish streaming Dexter at some point. I need to finish streaming Dark Cloud at some point, which means I actually do need to look at those games and actually go through them, as it is something I need to do. So they're on the list somewhere, but they're not, as you know, the highest priority, because Final Fantasy X is stuff I can't upload to YouTube due to copyright bullshit, and, well, you know, as that. Whereas the current stuff that I'm doing, like Heralds of the Avarentes and all that, that is my highest priority currently, because it's my friend's game. I want my friend's game to succeed. And it needs a lot more, and I think that honestly, Tales of the Avarentes needs a lot more love than what it's currently getting. And I understand that I understand from a lot of the issues with it, why it's not getting looked at as much as like a lot of other games, is because it's not an adult visual novel. And that is actually one of the main reasons that my friend has said, which is what sucks about the fact that the fact that the game is aimed at furries isn't the issue. The issue is most furries won't touch anything that is safe for work with a 10-foot barge pole, because they'd rather just have, you know, the adults. They'd rather just have a more adults thing. And don't get me wrong, the story in Avarentes isn't. I wouldn't necessarily say it's for kids. I wouldn't necessarily say the story for Avarentes is like kid friendly. But it doesn't mean. But I'll be honest, it doesn't mean that it isn't, you know, for adults either. There just isn't actually any like lewd scenes in the game. And I think that is what, I think that's a lot of the part of it is where a lot of where that game is, who that game is aimed at, is where it's failing, because a lot of people are just like, it's just a generic fantasy visual novel, who cares? Where it's a bit more than just your typical generic fantasy visual novel, but, you know, good luck. But like, good luck convincing people who've already made their minds up on the thing. This is why I'm gonna keep making. This is why I'll keep making content for it, and I'm gonna keep making content for that game as much as I can. So when I'm current, what I'll do is when I'm current, if there isn't a new update, when I'm current, I'll look at the older stuff and I'll look at some of the other choices I could have made. So like I'll play through it again, but do like a read out version of it that isn't like, you know, like for the other parts, because like I didn't read out I didn't do allowed reading. Like, I didn't read out loud for like the Nental and everything, because or the beginning parts, and I kind of went through it very quickly, like when I first was doing it, because I was reading it too quickly. So I think that might have detracted from a lot of people's, you know, a lot of people's enjoyment of it. And it's one of those games where there is a lot of replayability and such. So I think, like, because I need to have a look at the agiologist, basically agisologist or agiologist, however it's pronounced, side, and I need to look at both the good mental side and the bad mental side as of current, because I know at the moment the only story that's actually being actively developed is the Siren Tales one, which is what the mainstream is. So maybe I can cover the other stuff on YouTube.
They are cold-blooded killers. Attack frogs? And this used to be such a nice swamp.
So maybe I can do like a good mental thing and show off what's there, and then show off like some of the bad mental from there, and then just show off the agiologist and just make as much content as I can. I think a lot of it is very, very, very similar. However, like story-wise, the story only really started to change like when you were getting close to Ertan. So yeah, the story was only really starting to like actually evolve and change when you got up to like a certain part in it. So like I'll show, like, obviously I'll do a version where it's like showing off all the good, where it's like showing off the good version of events, and then showing off the bad version of events where you do that. Because I want to make as much content as possible, and I want to show off everything that can be possibly shown off. Because I think that, ow, I don't like this room big time, because you have to basically be pixel perfect, otherwise you get hit by a lot. And then you don't have sparks for a majority of the level if you get hit.
Thanks for releasing me. It seems like I've been trapped in here since I was your age.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's bad.
Why? I remember,
Gotta go.
I gotta go. But yeah, because there'll be pretty much, there's two ways of playing it. There's being the good guy, and then there's being the bad guy. I think Siren Tales is mainly the good guy knight, but you can play it as the bad guy too, I think. But I need to look through it, and I think with like the Siren Tales or like the older parts up to like part 4, I think I need to redo them and like read through them and stuff. Other than the actual combat, combat's combat. You can, that I'm gonna go through on my own way. But I'll redo. But oh crap, I'm dead. I just got bored. Yay! I just died. I just got eaten. But yeah, what I was saying was like I need to go through, like, obviously what I'll do is like I'll redo some of the parts that I've done, because they haven't, obviously I haven't gone through them with an actual reading, and any visual novel that I go through in the future will have like if it's not voice acted, it will have an actual reading. Yeah.
thank you for releasing me.
Because most of it at the moment, the voice acting for that game is only about like for the high circles part and the prologue, and it's Ukrainian. Like, don't get me wrong, I very much like the voice actor I very much like who's doing the Ukrainian voice acting, but ouch. As I said, I really don't like these enemies. Because you have to charge them, and they're very, very quick with their daggers, so that they hit you very quickly. I don't much like that. How quickly they're able to hit you. I mean, I don't much like that. Here's one of everyone's favourite dragons. Trust me, the amount of art of this guy is insane.
I'll tell you what to do with those creatures. Smash them, Spyro. stamped them out and squished them and squashed them.
How about charge them and flame them? We are dragons after all.
It just gives you a thumbs up. I can understand why everyone likes his design. Because a lot of people are like, well, he's got that himbo dragon energy, and I'm just like, well, I can see why people like him. Don't really do anything for me, but like, it's a cool it's a cool character design. Yeah, sometimes on keyboard and mouse that I'll miss one of those guys, and then it's like it's annoying because I missed them. Oh, I missed something down here apparently. Ah, awesome. But yeah, I know that a lot of people are very much like in the vein of, oh well, there's definitely a furry who was working on this game when it came out. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely obvious that that some of the artists were furries. It's fairly obvious with that one. But I'll do the flight. And then I've got 2 more levels to do. As I said, I try to keep the parts between half an hour to 45 minutes, if possible. So I'll try and do that, and then I've got 2 more worlds to do. The thing is at least with this version. Oh crap! That's gonna slow me down. Oh wow, I got the planes on that. I got two for 1 special there. Nice. It's easy to get lost in here though, that's the thing, but it's also easier just to fly against where the planes are going. Because a lot of the planes you'll get by flying against them, which is a lot easier. Because what you want is you want as much time as possible. So you can get out of here, hit that chest, and then you can hit a few. Then you can hit a few of the boats. Because you want to go. Because the thing is you want to go against the boats. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to gather as much time as possible from like both the boats and the time gates. I know Nix, one of my buddies, Nixandra, had issues with some of these flight levels. I think one of them, like the Icy Flight one, took him about like an hour just to do that. So like the one that's in the next set of levels, I think that took him like an hour to do, or so he claims. And I can understand that. Like the next thing that I need to do is the level I absolutely hate the most in this game, and I really don't like this level at all, and it's literally because that it's super it's the worst level in this game, I think, by far, at least in my personal opinion. It could just be that I just suck. It could just be that I just suck at video games, and to be fair, I'll accept that I suck at video games, but I don't like this level. Can I finish it in 7-8 minutes? No, probably not. It'll probably take me about at least 10 to 15 to finish it. Which is why, as I said, this might actually be Beastkeepers may be a 2-parter with part of the other thing. It's like I enjoy. The thing is I do enjoy playing Spyro, but some of the levels are a pain in the backside. The thing is those thieves haven't actually nicked dragon eggs, because there's no more dragon eggs in the game once you're obviously at the bit that I'm at. but they've run off with a load of gems, so you have to go get the gems back pretty much. And those assholes throw friggin' bananas at you. So yeah, you have to use, so what it is you have to use superchargers, and that one is the most annoying one to get, the one that's over there, which has a dragon over there.
Greetings, Spyro. For an amazing tour of the treetops, don't just stop at one supercharge.
But you actually do have to figure out how the superchargers work, and it's a right pain in the butt, because I forget the order every single time, and it takes, and I have to like re-look at the way that they're set up. Because it's annoying. So what you do for this one is you do this, go over here, do this, and then you do that. Oh my god, that is so simple. I just remembered that, like, intrinsically, like off the top of my head. Like, so simply and intrinsically, it's like, oh my god, I feel stupid. And this level usually takes me forever, like, oh my god, it's like, intrinsically, I just remembered how to do that. Because the other one is so freaking simple in comparison.
That was quite a ride, Spyro. You learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
Yeah, you could have. Oh my god, that was easy. I feel dumb. I really do feel dumb. Because, if I have to be honest, a lot of this game is actually very easy. Alright, so I do need to go back. So, as I said, because I messed that up, I don't think you're supposed to jump at the end of that one. I now need to get a supercharge on the other side. I now need to get a supercharge on the other side to actually get over there, because you need to come back onto this bit. And this room is small, so it's a good place to getting smacked around it is. But you also do need to come through this way with a supercharge too, because you have to break the metal box. So it ain't. This whole level is pain in the butt because of that. It's not exactly difficult, but it's not exactly simple either. Because yeah, it's not exactly a simple level either, the way that it's designed. What it is it's trial and error and a pain in the backside. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the other side in a minute, because there's another dragon on this side. Oh yeah, and also the guy with the gem is not over there until you're over on this side anyways. So I would have to come back here anyways, because, you know, haha, sequencing.
Spyro, if you jump at the end of a supercharge ramp, you can really go far.
I'm all over it.
Yeah, because you can't actually do the whole thing there. What they want you to do is do this. Yeah, you're supposed to go up to, like, around it and then around it up there, but I fricked it up because I pressed the wrong button. So what you're supposed to do is go like this way and go over here. Go all the way. Speed up over here, and then you can get up here. So yeah, really, in reality, Treetops is simple. It's just annoying, because you also do have to, because you have to backtrack. That's the thing. It's annoying because of the backtracking, pretty much. Because you have to do a fair bit of backtracking. I mean, as a kid, I never figured out how to actually do this level because, you know, I'm dumb. But I think I eventually figured it out by accident. I think that's the thing. I accidentally figured out how to do this level. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to go across over to the other bit and then do that. Yeah, because you have to. Because the thing is you have to go across like this. Oh crap. Again, this is one of those levels I will probably die a fair bit on because the design is bullshit. Yeah. Now you're seeing me fail. Fail compilation! I'm joking, by the way. Yeah, because you actually do have to get the supercharge over here to break all these. Break these, kill this guy, and then you can fly over there, and then you have to go around again. So I've basically now just got to kill myself because it's simpler. It's simpler to just go around that way. That's the reason why I'm doing it, is because it's faster. Ow. Yeah, it's because you can't even see these arseholes throwing fecking bananas at you. Sorry, my hand's starting to hurt, and that's because of the fact that I actually have to sit the way that I actually have to sit with the controller. Alright, we've finished this goddamn level. I never have to look at this level ever again unless I stream this game again because I feel like doing it, or that I'm streaming it for charity or whatever. Because, quite frankly, I really am quite done with the original trilogy, with a lot of it. I just want to do like all these videos and then just be done with the original trilogy, because I've already streamed it. The thing is I've already streamed it several times. It'd be the same with Crash, where I'll just do the levels and I'll just get like the gems and stuff, and then I'll basically just do half-an-hour segments of Crash and like Crash 1, 2, and 3. I've already got like a full stream of it, but it's like I want to do the smaller videos too to like just show, oh, I'm doing something for YouTube. But as I said, Crash is not high up on my priority list. Spyro is a little bit higher. Ow. I keep forgetting these arseholes throw these guys around here. Oh, frick. I didn't see that. Die, you punk. But yeah, there's a lot of them going around. There's a lot of like extra bits and pieces that you have to go around for this on this level. Because the thing is, the levels, like for most games, the levels start off fairly easy and then they start getting actually quite complicated. So you think you've done everything here, but what about the gems that we missed? Well, my friend, the gems that we missed, we need to go under here for. Not land into the nasty ass water, because Spyro can't swim in this game. So, going into nasty ass water is not really where we want to go. Because you'll find there's actually a key hidden here, and we need that key for a treasure chest. about halfway through the actual boss fight, because there's an alcove on there that you need to go to, and guess what? How do you get there? You need the key. You get there, but you need the key for the treasure chest. Where's the key? The key was hidden there. The key is hidden on the alternate path, which, let's be fair, a lot of people miss that. Oh, but is there anything else out here? No, not out here on this bit, but down here, yeah. Because now we get the dragon, and now we go fight the boss.
Metalhead is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt his power supply.
Yeah, so pretty much it's you need to break these poles. If they're red, they hurt you if you touch them. If they're green, you break them. Yeah, so you want to hit them when they're green, not when they're red. Red means that they're oh crap, that was not where I wanted to go. Up there, yeah. That's all that. Alright. This is why you need the key. Because you need the key for this bit. Otherwise you have to backtrack for the whole level and it's an absolute pain. You cannot jump through that water. It is actually a solid object. Yeah, he does fire a laser at you, but you can use that laser against him to break the power poles, which is fairly useful. He is not a difficult boss. I got a skill point for beating him without taking damage. But I don't really care about that. As long as you don't actually take damage at the actual boss part of the level, you from the actual boss himself, you're okay. Yeah, right. Apparently I'm missing treasure. So I need to go back through the level to find the treasure. Fun. I'm not surprised I'm missing something. This always happens when I play this level. I'm always missing something. It says it's over here, so it might be like a treasure box or something. Nope, it's underneath. I'm definitely missing something that's underneath. I see. I'm missing a treasure chest that's over there. No, 3 treasure chests, so they must all be 5 gems apiece. Right, done. Alright, and now we can go to the next world, and then I can end this part and not ever have to worry about treetops ever again. No, because the plan is what I'll do is I'll upload this video tomorrow. Tomorrow being well, what I'll do is I'll like set it for like Friday, so like that'll have it ready for Friday for this, but I may just do a load of Averenti stuff. Like I might do the other stuff. No, I think I will. I think I will do the Averenti stuff and just have it upload when on days that I'm working. And not days that I have free, because days that I have free, I can just stream and I can just upload a stream. But there we go. So that's Dreamweavers. So basically, I'm gonna end this part now, and I'll catch you the next time I record. See ya.